watching CBS 2 News This Morning in high definition.
February Heart Healthy Awareness Month, and there's a big focus on women, of course, with the American Heart Association for again this year. Go Red for Women Day, which is coming up this Friday, so you'll see us with red ties and red dresses and all. Joining us this morning is Dr. Lori Croft and Stephanie Chen, who at 24 was diagnosed, had a life-changing, I guess, a wake-up call there about your health. First of all, thanks for joining us. And tell me, I look at you, you're young, you're healthy, and you had so much blockage, and it's something that was obviously inherited. What did you feel like when you were diagnosed?
Well, I had let some conditions that I had, diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. I had let that go unmanaged, excuse me, and untreated for a long time, and it just kind of all came to a head when I was 24.
Wow.
And I started having a lot of discomfort, chest discomfort, and I was tired all the time.
Sure.
And you know, I would get, my pulse would race, and I would get really clammy and sweaty, and I went to the hospital, and they put 3 stents in 3 of my arteries.
Wow. And are these common symptoms to be on the lookout for?
Right, so cardiovascular disease in women in particular can present different ways. It obviously can present as chest pressure, but it's more common in women sometimes to present as shortness of breath, or sometimes pain to the jaw or the back, or nausea or vomiting. So these are classic symptoms that people should be looking for. And
I guess today, at this day and age, women, young women, are so much more active and lead athletic lifestyles. It's probably good that, you know, obviously they're getting life kind of lessons, but there are a lot of things like with Stephanie here that if you ignore them for a good while and women weren't out there as aggressively exercising, it presents itself early.
Right, so women in particular seem to not take very good care of themselves. Right. Their mothers, their wives, their friends, and they kind of ignore themselves. And the most important thing to prevent cardiovascular disease is with cardiovascular risk modification. And some of the risks that Stephanie have are classic risks: diabetes, high blood pressure, if you're a smoker, you know, high hypertension. And all these things contribute to causing cardiovascular disease. And first of all, people should know that cardiovascular disease in women is the #1 cause of death. It's women are likely to die 5 times more from cardiovascular disease than all the first 5 other types of causes of death.
And now you changed, you modified your life. You changed greatly. I guess people out there, you feel much better, right? I mean, your life has changed, right?
Well, even I was significantly overweight. I weighed 220 pounds when I was, you know, as a teenager.
I can't imagine that when I look at you now.
Well, the changes that I made, it wasn't to, I didn't say, I'm going to lose this much weight, I'm going to do this. I said, I'm going to be a little bit more active, and I'm going to eat a little bit better, and then just added different positive changes to my life, and as a result, I feel much better, I have lost a lot of weight, and I feel really healthy, probably the most healthy I've ever felt in my whole life.
Excellent. Well, then it was all for the good. We appreciate you both taking time to be with us. Thanks for sharing your story, too.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Dr. Lori Croft, Stephanie, thanks to them. And more on Go Red for Women campaign. It's what we're doing here at WCBS. Go to our website, WCBSTV.com. Click on the Eye on Community section. We'll put you in touch with a lot of information that is really good for you. Mary?
It's such a good cause.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.